2016 58, 2016 59, 2060 are all companion items. The larger of those three, all three requested by the county sheriff. Specifically, 2016 58 is a resolution of the Clay County Commission. The request is for transfer within fund. On this particular resolution, it's $338,945, and the action is providing county commission approved salary increases to all commission deputy sheriffs. Please proceed.
Good morning, Commissioners. Thanks for letting us approach the Commission today. My name is Captain Steve Siercks with the Clay County Sheriff's Office, speaking on behalf of Sheriff Vescovo, who could not be here today because he is attending mandatory required sheriff's training that was previously scheduled. However, he feels this is a very important matter, and that's the reason why we are here today, and he has previously been approaching the Commission. Starting in the 2016 budget preparation, the sheriff's staff had prepared requests for increases in salaries for our commission personnel, our deputy sheriffs, and everyone that fits within that category. We started that in 2015, and in January of this year, 2016, the sheriff has approached the commission on different occasions, asking the commission to consider raising the salaries of all our commissioned deputy sheriffs, be whatever their rank may be. And so this is kind of a culmination of that, because the commission had requested that we bring something forth to them for their consideration on this matter. And I just want to point out that a deputy sheriff's job can sometimes be mundane and boring, and then it can shortly delve into sheer terror, as witnessed by what happened last week when we had a deputy sheriff on a road patrol and a Liberty police officer driven by a suspect's vehicle. Luckily, they were not injured and escaped injury, but it could have ended tragically. And that's true of all our deputy sheriffs, whether it be our deputies that are out serving warrants, our deputies that are out serving civil process, our deputies in court security, our deputies in the detention center. A couple years ago, we even had a deputy that was injured in the detention center by an attack by an inmate and caused his premature early medical retirement. So the hazard is there wherever that assignment may be for a deputy. So the sheriff is asking that the commission approve a $1 an hour salary increase for all our commissioned deputy positions, so that we may help compensate them some and bring our salaries up a little bit closer in line with other area law enforcement agencies' salaries. Right now, we're here in Clay County, we are at the bottom, almost at the bottom, and especially as it pertains to the rest of the Kansas City metro area. So this would help bring us up a little bit and provide so much needed relief and ability to recruit new employees to the sheriff's office if the commission would grant this approval.
Now, where would this proposed increase put the sheriff's department as far as within? You said we were right now ranked close to the bottom. Where would that proposed increase put us in that?
Based on my estimations, and these figures were taken from our informal salary study that we did in 2015, that would put us just slightly below the average. I think the average would have been, based on the agencies that we surveyed, about 35,900. This puts us about now 35,400. So we're close to the average of those agencies that we surveyed, not at the bottom, and there's certainly room for improvement. And it is the sheriff's goal to apply some additional funds to that in the coming year for additional deputy salaries as it relates to their longevity and service with the organization.
And by the way, we are, I think I would speak for the other commission when I say we are extremely happy that that deputy involved in that training seems to be, able to recover fully from that.
And our insurance people will be glad to know there was not even workman's comp claim on that. So good news in that front too.
There's a secondary concern, but it is something that, of course, that is very good. Mr. Administrator, I suppose maybe as I refer to you as Mr. Budget Officer, have you had a chance to review the numbers forwarded by the Sheriff's Office?
Yes, presiding. Yes, presiding commissioner. Yeah.
And are they consistent with what the sheriff has put forth? And is this something that is, I assume this is something since it's gotten this far, that we didn't have the money to do. You want to take that?
Yes, I believe, Commissioners, I believe the Sheriff's Office is using some of the carryover from 2015. And yes, the Finance Department has reviewed the numbers.
I sort of assume, like I say, by the time it gets to us, that there are sufficient funds to satisfy this need. With that, are there any questions from Commissioner Owen?
No, I mean, I've been supportive of this for a while. So as far as I'm concerned, we've been looking at the same too.
Do we need to break this away from the other two? We grouped them together. I don't have a problem putting this on consent, but we really didn't discuss too much the other two items. Are they sound certainly less impactful.
59, 2016 59, also a resolution, that was $2,629, and that specifically is the deputy assigned to the prosecutor's office. 2016 60 is the deputy assigned to the public administrator.
Okay, so I mean, they sounded also like consent item appropriate, so, Commissioner Couty, that thing?
Yeah, I think we've got talked to the death of it. The thing that I'm happiest about is that these raises, as I understand it, are targeted toward our lower paid people that are lower rank, maybe sergeant and below. And I'm really happy to see that because that will help us attract and keep long-term more people when we target those people who are currently lower paid that are newer with the department. That maybe haven't achieved that, so I appreciate that.
Is that, I'm sorry, is this across the board for all? Go ahead and just clarify that just to make sure.
It was the sheriff's preference that all or almost all of our commissioned personnel, from the rank of deputy on up to captain at least, receive this increase also, because it does cut across the board and the low wages apply to all across the ranks because of the salary structure. It will more importantly though help bring up our starting salary for our deputies so that we can maybe better able to recruit people to come work for us, and particularly for those to come and stay with us, because we've had some hemorrhaging of our personnel to other local law enforcement agencies where they can go and make better money than we can pay them.
And I think that's important because, again, during my time in Jefferson City on the Public Safety Appropriations Committee, we were dealing with a similar issue with highway patrol and their lower pay compared to some of the other services. So this is something that I'm very comfortable with. It also plays into one of the other concerns, ongoing concerns that I've had, that is of turnover. Certainly, hopefully this will make turnover less of an issue. I think in any organization, turnover is a serious problem, and certainly when you're into an area like law enforcement, where experienced deputies are the greatest asset you can have out there. That kind of turnover can be very destructive towards the excellence that the force is able to project. With that, is there no, we don't have a motion.
Well, I'd like to go with 58, 59, and 60 on consent because, as I said, I think we've talked them to the point that we all know what they are.
We have. All right, there's no objections. 2016-07.
2016-07 is a resolution of the Clay